If you still think that doing an hour cardio a day is the best way to lose fat, I got some tough love for you. You might lose some weight, but you also lose muscle, energy, and probably your will to want to train. So let's settle this once and for all. Cardio versus weight for fat loss. Which one is better? All right, so here's the truth. Most guys that I work with are either A, running themselves into the ground literally by doing too much cardio, or B, they lift hard but then they can't move all day. And then they wonder why they're either stuck, skinny fat, or simply just frustrated. See, you have to understand that fat loss isn't just about burning calories. It's about losing the fat while preserving the muscle. That's what's going to make you look lean, athletic, and strong, and not just smaller. All right, let's talk about cardio. I'm not gonna lie, cardio burns a shit ton of calories, and me as a professional fighter, I do a lot of cardio. Cardio is great for your heart, great for insulin sensitivity, and can absolutely support you in your fat loss journey. But, and that's where most people get it wrong, when you overdo cardio, especially on a calorie deficit, you start burning your muscles too. Add in elevated cortisol levels, poor sleep, and no strength training at all. At this point, you're shrinking and you're not sculpting. And the more cardio you do, the more your body adapts. What burned 500 calories last month is probably gonna only burn 350 calories this month. It's just like you're chasing your own tail. Now let's talk about lifting weights. Lifting is going to build and preserve muscle, and that muscle increases your metabolism. So you're actually going to burn more calories while you're resting or when you're just chilling and watching Netflix. Lifting also boosts testosterone, increase growth hormones, and make sure that the weight you lose is not coming from the wrong place. You'll start losing fat, not just weight. Now, let's talk about my client Arnold. Arnold is one of my clients. If you look at my previous videos, he lost about 40 pounds, all right, working with me. And he was doing cardio 5 or 6 times a day. So what I did is I cut back the cardio. All right, I actually made him lift 3 to 4 times a week, only 2 cardio sessions, and we doubted his diet. The results in 4 months or less, he lost 40 pounds and went from a size 46 waist to a 38. Incredible results. And Arnold really honestly was putting in the work. He was in the gym every day. He just didn't have the proper structure, and he thought that more cardio, more calories burned was going to mean more fat loss, but that's the total opposite. All right, so at this point, you're gonna ask, well, which one is better? And to be honest, both are. Okay, you have to do weight training, but you also have to do cardio. You can't do just one without the other. They both complement each other, and that's very important to understand, but you also don't want to overdo any of it. If I had to choose one, I would choose weights over cardio, but cardio surely has its place. Understand that strength training should be your foundation. And I want you to think of it this way, all right? Weights is going to build your body, and cardio is just gonna help you undercover it. Muscle is your fat burning armor, and cardio is simply the cherry on the top. Again, let me make sure I'm just talking here about fat loss and not performance. All right, if you're an athlete, this is completely different like me. Or if you're just somebody who wants to lose 20 pounds of fat, for example, and you're doing endless cardio without strength training, you might want to switch that up. You want to increase your strength training and maybe decrease the cardio. Most of your movement really should come via low impact cardio, okay? Maybe walks in the morning, fasted, zone 2 cardio, maybe as a morning routine, but that's it, all right? Chores around the house, but don't overdo cardio, otherwise you'll never burn fat. You'll lose weight, but you'll lose muscle as well. So here's what I recommend, and all my clients do the same. You want to focus on lifting weights 3 to 4 times a week, big compound movements, okay, with an emphasis on the legs, because those are bigger muscle, which gonna require more energy, more calorie burn. You're going to add 2 to 3 cardio sessions a week. Walking, stairs, kickboxing, high intensity interval training, whatever you enjoy, as long as you are consistent with it and you just have fun. Make sure you track your food intake, especially when it comes to protein. Definitely prioritize your sleep, your hormones, and stay consistent. Stop boring on social media trying to see the latest trend when it comes to fitness and fat burning. The fundamentals work. All right, exactly what I just said right now. So let's wrap this up. Cardio burns calories. Weights builds the body. The diet drives the fat loss. If you want to lose fat and look good shirtless, you need all three of them: the cardio, the weights, and the diet. And if you're stuck, I get it. Most men and women over 30 years old are. But if you are lost and you're stuck, and you want a clear roadmap, click the link in the description. In my career as a professional athlete, as a personal trainer, I've helped thousands of clients. Get lean, strong, and gain the confidence back. And I would love to help you as well. So hit the like button, drop me a comment of what you enjoyed the most and what you experienced, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you don't already do.